Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Bokutachi wa Benkyou ga Dekinai. Now, last episode, we actually got a little bit of Kurio focus, our wonderful pink hair teacher, and got to see her place. A bit of a messy one she is, which is not a bad thing, especially when it ends up with some of the stuff that ended up happening. But I also learned about her backstory, about the whole ice skating thing, about how she regrets not pursuing that more and wants students to not make the same mistakes she made, and that sort of thing. So also the first time she ever had a man in her apartment, man, if Yuiga qualifies as one, which I guess is up in the air. But yeah, also had some interesting stuff with Furuhashi, because there were rumors that she was trying to fight against while Yuiga was blissfully unaware of all of them. He had some reverse kabedoning against a tree, some secret society that protects Furuhashi from unworthy men. It was quite an adventure-driven episode, really, but I have some vague memories of the preview for this episode. So because of that, I'm pretty excited to get into this. I don't know why I'm wasting so much time before I actually get into it, so I'll probably just do that. So what I'm gonna do. 3, 2, 1, play. A phone. Wow, impressive. Of course, that makes far more sense. A family smartphone. That was one, not even bought. Are you really reading the manual? You push buttons on the touchscreen. It's not exactly rocket science. Do you really not get any of it? Well, I guess it is called a smartphone for a reason. Not very good with tech. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that, but I guess that's the case. And by the way, I have decided to, well, I have moved the microphone to a different spot, so if you have any comments about whether that works better or worse than the previous spot, let me know. But it's definitely in a more convenient spot. Because where I used to put it, I had to move it there and back every time I was recording. So I have it in a spot where I won't need to do that as much. So if it works fine, then this is much preferable from a convenience standpoint. Just throwing out there. But yeah, I really can't get the image of Uruka on the phone from the preview out of my head. I just stuck in there. So, can we hurry up and get to that part? And personally, my smartphone is a Galaxy S7 Edge. So, a little bit old at this point. Just a little bit. But it works more or less, just very slowly. But it still does what it needs to do, just very slowly. And smartphones really are not complicated at all. I mean, there's probably some out there that are more complicated, but it's really not that hard at all. I don't know what his problem is. Are you really better with tech than he is? 'Cause that's kind of sad. That's your opinion. So many books on the table, bunch of nerds. Yeah, but I can press buttons on a screen. That's not impressive. Oh. So that's how we get to the bathtub shenanigans. Okay. You know what? This is worthy of more investigation. You are all going to study in the bath tonight. You are all going to do it. And it's going to be glorious. That's just crazy. Who would actually do that, a few hours later? This is not the one I wanted to see, I'll be honest. Fair enough. Yes. It's definitely convenient to be able to look up the internet while in the bathtub. You know what I mean? Ogata. Easy to use, very important. Someone dropped that thing. Yeah. How embarrassing. That's actually... I would probably die if I made a mistake like that. And she's in the bath as well, I'm sure. Yep, of course she is. Of course she is. Bunch of people in the bath on the phone together. Yeah, well, he's in the bath and you're in the bath and yeah, that's it's not quite that extreme, but he just might be. Everybody has the same bath time, I guess. Pretty good angle. What are you thinking about while in the bathtub there, Furuhashi? That's what I'm asking. Oh, wow. No need to apologize. You do you. I know I would. You're gonna text somebody else, aren't you? Or call them. Whose idea was it to give this man a smartphone? Why couldn't Furuhashi have done that? Don't mind me. I'm just calling your daughter in the middle of the night while I'm naked in my home, you know? It's how it goes sometimes. I know, right? Wow. Good thing you can't do anything to him this far away. Are you? I'm not sure if I believe you, but... I guess it would be a bit worrying. Oh. Yeah, it's not okay. He's not evil, though. Well, then. It's now officially Ogata's turn. Guess we're saving Uruka for last. Right out with it, okay. I didn't think she would straight up admit that. Well, what I want to change just now. Not a lot of studying is happening, to be fair. Yeah, I'm more than happy to talk to you while naked, you know. I should probably stop saying that word because it's gonna get demonetized, but it's probably too late. Yes, just straight up says these things. I'm not bothered at all by it. Yeah, it's not like we're FaceTiming or anything. Although, considering how many wrong buttons he's pushed, it wouldn't surprise me if he accidentally started some video chat. Like, that makes perfect sense. That would be an amazing study session. Okay, that bit of a change of reaction. But he's jealous of the bubbles. Well, I guess it eventually got to her. Aw, damn. Whew. Yeah, and by that you mean you gotta call Uruka next. I don't know. Voice recognition software. What? How? I think you may have got an evil phone. But yeah, save the best for last. I just wanted to check up on your, you know, nude study session. Don't mind me. Yeah, you could hear the bathwater on her end. Yeah, they all did it. Of course, this one we already knew about because of the preview. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Uh, oh man. You could say that. I think a lot happened to me in a couple seconds. In the span of a couple seconds. Whew, wow, okay. I thought I would be ready for that, but I really wasn't. That was way better than I expected. I need a minute to compose myself. Whew. I noticed. Of course, her fantasy actually involves touching this dirty girl. Oh, that's a big thing right now. Whew. Well, if it makes it feel any better, my heart's gonna leap out of my chest. You're gonna activate FaceTime, aren't you? I want somebody to do that. I think that's what it's called, a video chat thing. Yep, here we go. I don't know how she managed. I don't know how she managed to do this, but I appreciate it. You know what, Yaryuki, you don't need to say anything. Pretend like you didn't notice. It's for the best, don't worry. Just keep your eyes and ears closed, and I think she may have noticed. What if she knows it's a two-way thing? Yes, you did. That's probably the best mistake I've ever seen in anime in years. Oh, wow, dude, really? That thing's expensive. Probably. Well... That's why you don't take it to the bathtub. Unless you have it, like, wrapped up in, I don't think any of us can. Gotta check Oni-chan's smartphone. You know, I probably should have saved this for last, because I might need a minute alone after this is over. Oof. Good job. You do that. Oof. And more to the point, maybe they should have saved that scene for the final scene of the episode, because I can't really focus on anything else now. Although I think I'll try to focus on this. Yes, why are we not sharing one of these? You three can all fit in one. Her other weakness is being a baka, but I guess it wouldn't affect swimming. Perhaps. Oof. Uruka's definitely getting her screen time this episode. I like it. Feel free to, but just adjust your position slightly before you do. If only I could have one push, I would have done so. You do not seem very, Yeah, I think sleeping would have been a good idea. You look very tired. Are you trying to do your best impression of me? Yeah, that's definitely gonna be making him worry, so... Because that would ruin the chance to have a very interesting scene between you two. I wouldn't call it normal. He remembers that. He probably succeeded in that bath scene. Oh, you dense harem protagonist, you. Okay, then. Somebody's being a bit bold. You know, that guy you like's gonna totally get very jealous if he sees this. So how are you gonna react to this? Because there's no other place you'd rather be, I assume. Whew, Urika, you really are just okay. Might wanna move. Are they gonna walk in on this, or did he already move? He already moved, of course. Of course. I kind of want to see them. I wanted to see them walk in on that, but okay, now I'm getting flashbacks to Yo got this stuff. What if Cnouki might learn some things in this scene? And in the meantime, you can stare at their legs, so. Right out with it. They wasted no time at all for that. Oh wow, that is a great view of her legs. He did pick the best spot. Like, I would have before suggested hiding underneath a blanket, but in retrospect, that was a better spot. And that was actually a lot briefer than I thought it would be. So then, now he knows. The next day. People need to sleep more. English. Nothing much, he just slowly starting to realize he has a harem. And there she is. There she is. Ow! Ow! Good job there. Not usually the way girls give you a nosebleed, but I feel like we haven't seen most of those girls before, but they've probably been around. Yeah, the misunderstanding is you. Well then. Her pronunciation of conscious was better than I expect. But yeah, I think that is correct. Yeah, totally. Whew. You know, things have changed up a little bit now. Now Ryuki's the one that's more, you know, nervous in these interactions. How many of these are there gonna be? But if that's what a master has told her, yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it? Just keep doing that. Yeah. Oh, what method did you have in mind? You also had to hide under a bed, so. Oh, she meant that way. Never mind. I misinterpreted that. Well, yeah, if you want to. Don't look at a hotel while you say that. Oh. Okay, she meant that. Oh. Well then. That was very misleading. You know, if we're talking about ways to thank him, I could have thought of several better ones. I can't see them on YouTube, but I could have thought of them. But she's a pure girl, so to be expected. Sasuga Otome. I imagine it too, don't feel bad. Although you probably don't want to be as much of a degenerate as me, but... Oh god. Oh. Oh, come on, Naruki. This is... Oh, wow. You could say that, yeah. You could say that. Yes, you just never noticed before. This has been a lewd episode. That must have been a lot of seductive ramen eating. Yeah. Well, indeed, there's no need for him to ask Uruka about it. That face. I love you, Uruka. Is he actually gonna ask about it? He really said it. Things have been moving much faster this episode than I would have expected. What is she gonna say, though? I mean, she's... Come on, Nariyuki. Even I can tell by the way she said it, she was trying to hide it. Japanese is not even my first language and I picked up on it. How sad is that? Although I do have the advantage of seeing a lot of Uruka's internal thoughts from earlier in the series, but still. But he totally bought it, so I guess that's been erased for now. Nariyuki, why does she even like you? I'm right here. I'm smarter than Nariyuki, at least in street smarts. I'm also better at it in English than him, so... If you need somebody to teach you English, I could totally do that. I know several English words. Oof. But of course it was too good to be true as far as development on that front goes, so of course they had to just, like, wash it away like that. And our favorite swimming side characters. I'm still waiting to meet the final girl on the anime's cover art. The one, I think, that's, like, at the very back of the one image of them all together. Like, I have a picture of it in my, you know, little thing over there. Like, I think she has a helmet on, but anyway. It's already 8 episodes in, we still haven't even seen her, so hopefully next episode. Because right now I'm getting Kobayashi Dragon Maid flashbacks with, you know, a character taking forever to show up. So what's our stinger? Uruka's house. Oh wow, I guess we haven't had enough of this. Which we haven't, yeah. I don't think he would reject you. I mean, I know I wouldn't. Yeah, of course, that's what she's thinking about. But I'm okay with being your plan B, just throwing that out there. Forbidden Zone. Some more Kirisu stuff, I guess? I don't know. Anyway, that was the Okay, that was the 8th episode of Bokutachi wa Benkyou ga Dekinai. And wow, this episode, okay. I don't know, what's there to say about this episode? It was it was a nice episode. It was a good episode. I really I don't know. People they got the right idea into this I need to get my words together. They got this idea into their head that studying in the bath is better. And then in public, they were all dismissive of the idea, but at home, they all did it. All four of them did it. So, Nariyuki liked the idea because it was an area where he could study, where the siblings wouldn't bother him or anything. Although you'd think at least the Brokon sister would bother him in the bath, but I guess not. Maybe she's not quite that bold. But, he liked the idea. However, it's really not a good place to study because books can get wet. Smartphone can get wet. Really shouldn't do that. Not to mention other people would like to use the bath at some point. You can't monopolize it for studying and washing. That's way too much time you're taking over for the bath. But anyway, he decided to do it and he liked it. He did like it, so. And one of the running jokes of this kind of first part was that he's not very good with the smartphone or tech in general. So his attempt to look up something in the dictionary was just to text Furuhashi, basically. So that would be really embarrassing. I'm pretty susceptible to that kind of embarrassment, so I'd probably just turn off my phone and go hide under my bed for a few hours if I made such a mistake. But no, Nariyuki is stronger than me, so he just stayed in the bath and did his best to handle the situation. And he found out that Furuhashi was also in the bath, in a very similar manner. Of course, seeing her in the bath is far more enjoyable than seeing Nariyuki in the bath, at least for me, personally. So that was good. That was good. And then she kind of imagined, kind of the whole back-to-back bath thing, which that would have been a lot lewder than was actually happening. I come to the conclusion that pretty much all these girls are fairly lewd. I think that's safe to say. The second mistake was accidentally calling Ogata, who the father answered the phone because, unlike Noriyuki, Ogata doesn't take her phone into the bathtub like a silly person. But that found like the father was a big fan of him calling her. And he does seem to be aware of her change, the change in her, well, not really personality. She has a bit of attitude change when it comes to Noriyuki since the whole study group thing. So now he's kind of wondering what happened there. And obviously what happened there was they kissy-kissied. He doesn't know the specifics of that, but that happened. And also Cnouki went to the bath together. Not in a weird way, but they did Cnouki do that. So a good thing he doesn't know about any of that stuff, because I'm not sure he would have been a big fan of any of that. So yeah, but then we had some similar stuff as with the Furuhashi stuff, where she kind of thinks about the two of them in the bath together. A little bit, of course, they were actually facing each other, unlike the one in Furuhashi where they were back to back. So progressively getting more and more lewd here as we progress through the various girls' fantasies, which is, that makes sense, of course. And yeah, I did like how Ogata just came out of the bathroom in a towel. That was good, and then laid on the couch in the same towel. And there was a lot of good camera work in this episode. Let's just say that. And then he eventually calls Uruka, which is of course where the real fun happens. Because, well, first of all, the first shot we saw of Uruka in the bath was just 10 out of 10. That about knocked me out of my chair. I'll be honest. I don't know why, but there seems to be a lot less steam when it comes to Uruka in these sort of scenes. I think Furuhashi had a lot of steam. I'll go back and check on that. I could have swore Furuhashi had a good amount of steam. See, it was right on here. Yeah, I don't really see much with Furuhashi at all. Although then there's a back shot. You didn't really see much, but I don't know. It just seems like things were more visible with Uruka, is kind of my point. But anyway, yeah, we got some really good stuff with Uruka here. Just some of the shots of her washing, and in her fantasy, yeah, Nariyuki's actually grabbing her and stuff. But of course, the best part of this was the fact that turned on the whole video chatting thing. Uruka did, I'm pretty sure. So, so it was funny though, because when she did it, I was expecting it to be her was holding it, so it'd be a close up of her face or something initially, but no, right when it started, the phone was already far enough away to get a good get her entire body in the shot. So yeah, if I didn't know better, I'd say she did that on purpose, some sort of Twitch thought, pretending to accidentally do that sort of thing. But no, she's that silly of a girl where she could accidentally do that, and she just sitting there washing just all of that. you know, that glorious tan, those glorious tan lines, you know, and just not realizing what's happening, and then she eventually found out, and that there was quite a look on her face. So yeah, the point is that scene was great. I mean, words don't do it justice. That scene was just amazing. Probably one of the best things in the world. I like how we had a shower scene not too long after that. Of course, that was related to her club and stuff, but still, kind of funny how we didn't take too much time at all for her to get naked again. You know, for a pure girl, she really has some lewd scenes. I guess is kind of the takeaway from that. And yeah, Yuki actually found out about her feelings for him, at least temporarily, because the girls were gossiping about it in the nurse's office and he was under the bed. And then he became very conscious of her, which is pretty funny because it did feel like a little bit of a role reversal because of that. And the whole ramen hotel misunderstanding was great too. And just her seductively eating the ramen, that was also one of the best parts of the episode. Definitely. Like, just not Yuki. But like I said, things eventually just completely were washed out, and she said, "Hey, what are you talking about? That's not true at all. I don't like you. I mean, 10 seconds ago you said how you don't have any time or desire for any romantic stuff, so of course I wouldn't like you. Don't be silly, Baka." And then he buys that for whatever reason, and then that's the end of that. So yeah, that's like we had to have just one last bad scene with Udoka at the very end here. I feel like the people working on the show and me are like on the same page. They get it. They get it. They knew that needed to be the final scene. So yeah, this really is going to be my top 5 of the season. I doubt there's no doubt about that in my mind at all. It would the rest of the episodes could be terrible, and it would probably still make it in my top 5 of the season. It's just I've had a lot of fun with this show. A lot of fun with this show. Anyway, I think that's all there really is to say on it without getting into not safe for work detail about things. But it was good. It was definitely good. And the video probably is going to be demonetized, but that's how it goes sometimes. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make to have a very enjoyable episode of something. Definitely a sacrifice I'm willing to make. But anyway, yeah, fantastic episode is kind of my point. And next episode probably won't be as good, let's be honest. But hopefully it is good. Hopefully we meet our new girl eventually. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.